Good morning students. We finish with chapter number 7, that is Adobe Photoshop CS5. So today we start with a new chapter, that is more with Photoshop CS5. In this chapter we learn about different options like resizing the image, color adjustment, making the image sharper, adding softness to image, adding flash to improve dark image, improving extra bright image, removing red eye effect, removing wrinkles, and adding text on the image. Along with these options we learn about more options also. So for this, just watch this video. For this chapter you will get idea about the Photoshop.
Adobe Photoshop is basically used for retouching and editing, that is, to make changes in photographs to make them look attractive and appealing. Adobe Photoshop provides us the following painting tools to retouch and edit an image: Spot Healing Brush or Patch Tool or Red Eye Tool, Clone Stamp Tools, Eraser Tools, Blur or Sharpen or Smudge, Brush or Pencil or Color Replacement Tool, History Brush Tools, Gradient or Paint Bucket, Dodge or Burn or Sponge Tool. Students, although Photoshop is used for image editing, but it also has spelling checker. Go to Edit, then go to Check Spelling to check the spelling mistakes. Okay, let us first talk about some useful painting tools used for artwork in Photoshop. Brush Tool, Pencil Tool, Color Replacement Tool, History Brush Tool, Gradient Tool, Paint Bucket Tool. The brush tool is used to create a smooth stroke of the foreground color. Follow these steps to use brush tool. Open any image, say desert image, from the sample pictures folder. Select Magic Wand tool with tolerance settings of 32 and select hills from the desert image. Select Brush tool from the Tools palette or press B from the keyboard. Click the drop-down list of the Brush option from the context menu bar. Select the desired brush style from the Brush preset picker, say brush number 27. Click on Foreground Color box in Tools palette. The color picker dialog box will pop up. Select the desired color. Drag the pointer on the image with left mouse button pressed so as to apply brush strokes. Notice the strokes being made on the selected portion of the image. Press Ctrl+T to deselect the selection. Let me share a tip with you. Foreground color is used to paint, fill, and for stroke selections. Background color is used to make gradient fills and fill color in the erased areas of the image. By default, foreground color is black and background color is white. Students, note this interesting fact that a brush can be up to 999 pixels wide. Now let me also tell you that to increase and decrease the brush size, press open square bracket and close square brackets key respectively from the keyboard. Pencil tool. Pencil tool is used to draw freehand drawing with hard edges. Let's now talk about the color replacement tool. This tool replaces the existing color of an image with the foreground color as shown in the figure. Select Brush tool, then go to Color Replacement tool. The cursor changes into Color Replacement tool. Press Alt key to select the color. Drag the mouse on the image. See the changes in the picture. Let me share a fact that selections can be saved for future use. To save selections, click on Select menu, then go to Save Selections, and in Save Selections dialog box, give any name to your selection. Let us now talk about the Spot Healing Brush tool. This tool helps us to repair imperfections like blemishes, dark spots, scratches, etc. Open the image file. Select Spot Healing Brush tool. Choose the brush size from the context menu. Click and drag over the spots to get it repaired. Students, note that the Healing Brush tool also works in a similar manner. The only difference between Spot Healing Brush tool and Healing Brush tool is that in the latter you have to define a source point. Press Alt key and click on the image to define a source point. Students, note the fact that you can see the brush size by pressing Caps Lock key. Now let us talk about the Clone Stamp tool. This tool allows you to duplicate the parts of an image by setting a sampling point in the image to be cloned. Open an image and select the Clone Stamp tool. Select the brush size, opacity value in the context menu. Hold down the Alt key and press on the image to be cloned to define the source point. Drag the mouse at the place where the clone is to be created. Let me give you a helpful tip. The Pattern Stamp tool lets you fill an area with a selected pattern. It works quite similar to Clone Stamp tool, but the only difference is that after defining the appropriate options and selecting the pattern, you do not have to select the source point in the image. Place the pointer inside the area to be painted with pattern and drag the mouse. Now, let us know about some painting tools used for retouching. Spot Healing Brush tool, Patch tool, Red Eye Removal tool, Stamp tool, Eraser tool, Blur tool, Sharpen tool, Smudge tool, Dodge tool, Burn tool, Sponge tool. Okay, let us now talk about the Path Type and Shape tools. Students, note that the Path and Shape tools are also termed as drawing tools because they help in making complex shapes and drawings. Type tool is used to add text in an image. Click the Type tool. Select a font, size, color, bold, underline, italics from the context menu. Click on the image where you wish to add text. Type the desired text. Click the check mark button on the context menu to end text editing. Students, you can press T to select Type tool and Shift plus T to switch between horizontal and vertical Type tool. Let's now talk about wrapping text. Wrapping is used to position the letters or text in different shapes. To use the wrap option, follows these steps. Select the Type tool from the tools palette and enter the text. Select the text and click on Create Wrap Text from the context menu. Wrap Text dialog box will appear. Click on the drop-down arrow of Style option and select Arc Style. We can also change bend, horizontal and vertical distortion settings. change bend to 60%, horizontal distortion to -73%, and vertical distortion to +2%. Click on OK button. With the help of Move tool, place the text where you wish. Save your file for future use. Students, note that you can wrap the text orientation both horizontally and vertically. Now we shall talk about the shape tools. Adobe Photoshop provides various types of shape tools for drawing both filled as well as unfilled shapes, including rectangles, ellipses, polygons, and custom shapes. Now let's find out how to use a custom shape tool. Open a new file. Click on the drop-down arrow of Rectangle tool. A pop-up menu appears. Select Custom Shape tool. From the context menu, click the drop-down arrow of Shape. Select the required shape, for example, bird. To access more shapes, click the forward arrow on the right side of the shape palette. Select the desired color from the context menu to fill color in the shapes as shown in figure. Drag the mouse to draw the selected shape, and after adjusting the size, release the mouse button. Let me give a tip. Procedure for making different shapes is the same as making the custom shape. Students, note the fact that before making new shapes of different colors, change the color in the context menu. Alright, let's now talk about the viewing tools. There are two types of viewing tools, Hand tool and Zoom tool. Zoom tool is shaped like an old-fashioned magnifying glass, and Hand tool is shaped like a hand. Zoom tool lets you zoom in by clicking the tool on the canvas to see a magnified view of your picture, or zoom out by pressing Alt while clicking the image. When you zoom in, the picture is usually too large to see it all at once. The Hand tool moves it within the window. Now let me give a few tips. Use Ctrl++ to zoom in and Ctrl- to zoom out. While an image is zoomed in, you can move the image by holding down the spacebar key. The current icon will change to Hand tool till the spacebar key remains pressed. Let us now understand how to use the image menu. Image adjustment options are just like setting the color settings of your television. Photoshop allows you to set the color levels, contrast, brightness, and many more settings of the image. The figure shows the different setting options. Now let's find out how to adjust with hue or saturation dialog box. This powerful tool is used to adjust the hue colors in the image and the saturation, the intensity of the colors, and also gives you control over the lightness. Follow the steps. Open any image, say penguins, from Sample Pictures folder under Pictures. Select the image and click on Image, Adjustment, Hue or Saturation, or press Ctrl+U. Hue or Saturation dialog box will appear. Adjust the hue settings to -104, saturation to +28, and lightness settings to -28. Sky and blue color of your image will be converted into light green and green color. Okay, now let's discuss how to adjust with variations. It allows us to make color adjustments in our image after comparing the changes with the original settings. It is the last item on the image adjustment submenu. It combines several image adjustment tools into an easy-to-use system, which displays thumbnail images that are variations of the original image. Let us learn how to adjust by eye with variations. Open any image, say penguins, from Sample Pictures subfolder under Pictures folder. Click on Image, then click on Adjustments, then click on Variations. In Variations dialog box, click on the required thumbnail images, which represent different colors. Click 4 times on the thumbnail representing red color. Click OK after setting your color adjustments. View the effects. Note the fact that a selected area is indicated by a blinking selection border called Marquee. Alright, let's now understand layers. Layers are the transparent sheet that can hold objects and are stacked on top of each other. Color. Pencil tool is used to draw freehand drawing with hard edges. Spot healing brush tool is used to repair imperfections like blemishes, dark spots, scratches, etc. Clone stamp tool allows the user to duplicate the parts of an image by setting a sampling point in the image to be cloned. Wrapping is used to position the letters or text in different shapes. Layers are the transparent sheet that can hold objects and are stacked on top of each other.
Okay student, watch this link and then you have to write down the question answers which are complete today. In this video you having some tools which are in the previous chapter along with the different effects. Okay, so watch this video and complete your homework. Thank you.